Hi guys, I'm Kesha. Welcome to the channel and welcome as always to our coffee times to discuss books and horror. And today I'm bringing you some horror Christmas recommendations.
It's coffee time.
I have searched the interwebs to find Christmas book recommendations different from the ones that I gave you last year because obviously otherwise I'm just repeating myself. So I have put together a list of 10 books that, are good if you're looking for a specifically Christmas themed horror story. Make sure to pair that with your favorite coffee beverage of choice for the full experience. Let's start with Christmas Evil by Mark Lestrange. This book is all around Christmas Eve, but the good part is it is a compilation of short horror stories, so you're getting more bang for your buck. This one includes a widow that shares a train with Jack the Ripper. Sounds fantastic to me. Where the Dead Go to Die by Aaron Drives is going to be my second recommendation. Emily is tired of her past trying to catch up with her. She just wants to be a good mother. She just wants to keep her job and, have just a normal life. But where she works is called Dead Go to Die. It's basically a place where people are sent that are sick and they're gonna turn, something like zombies. So they are terminated right before they turn. So this is bringing a twist of the zombie subgenre of horror, and I love to see that. Basically, these people used to be us, regular humans, and now we are in a situation in which people are turning into zombies. So they're being sent to this type of hospitals where they are basically euthanized before they actually turn. So I thought the concept was really interesting for this one and quite scary as well, because it's something that it's more possible than we probably would like it to be. And now I come here with another Ronald Malfi recommendation. We have Snow. You guys know I really like his writing. I really like the way he merges horror with a thriller and mystery. So if you're looking for a Christmas one, pick up Snow. So Todd is trying to get home for Christmas to spend time with his son, but his flight is cancelled due to, really bad weather. So he and other people that are stranded in the airport decide to join and get a Jeep and then try to travel by road. During the drive, they pick up a man that seems to be disoriented, that claims to be looking for his lost daughter, and he also looks like he has slashers all over his body. Like, who would pick a hitchhiker now in this time and age? Haven't we learned already? On top of that, when they get to the nearest town, it seems to be absolutely deserted. And as always, I try to add always a middle grade when I do recommendations in case people are not ready for adult horror. So the recommendation that I have also involves Krampus, whom we love. It's called Krampus and the Thief of Christmas, and it is by Eldridge Black. So we follow a girl that actually has not been really good, so she's already on top of Krampus' list because she's been naughty. As we know, Krampus is the anti-Father Christmas, and he takes wicked children that are naughty, to bring them back to his realm. So a child is gonna go missing and then the other kids are gonna have to try to find it. Yeah, this one's gonna be perfect if you love a good Christmas Krampus story, plus it's middle grade. I also wanted to include another type of classic in this list that maybe some people have already read, or maybe you've never heard of it because you are a younger reader and you've never heard of it, but that is Silent Night by Errol Stein. It is a classic because we all know Errol Stein books, the Fear Street books are classics in horror. So maybe you've never read them and this Christmas might be the perfect time. We follow this girl who thinks that somebody is stalking her, and we are obviously in Shadyside, we are obviously in Fear Street, so you can expect more or less what you can always count on when you're reading Errol Stein. Another one that I wanted to mention is a novella that I read actually this summer, but I thought I would read it in advance and then let you guys know if it's good or not and if you should pick it up. It's called Lucky Girl, How I Became a Horror Writer, and it is by M. Rickard, and it includes as well a Krampus story. We follow a young writer and it is the Christmas season. She's at a restaurant and she doesn't want to spend, Christmas Christmas Eve by herself, and so she decides to ask a bunch of strangers in the restaurant if they should maybe meet and make the best out of Christmas, and they decide to tell each other horror stories. That's kind of how it starts. And I did enjoy it, so if you're looking for a short read, since this is a novella, this might be the one that you should pick up. Next I have a horror comedy, because why not? Christmas is the time to also, you know, just have fun. So this one is called Jingle Hell, a rather disturbing Christmas carolish tale by Magnus Huffman, so also a really long title. So Dirk is a formerly not so successful heavy metal rocker, and he decides now he has a chance to make it big in the underworld. We're talking about hell. He's going to hell, so apparently he was not the best guy out there. So this is supposed to be kind of like a modern take on A Christmas Carol, as far as I understand. I have not read this one myself, but this sounds like it could be a lot of fun. I mean, a guy that used to play in a heavy metal band, stuck in hell, now trying to please everybody like demons and everything, it sounds actually quite funny. Then I have another novella for you, because I'm aware that during Christmas season we don't have so much time. Sometimes we're traveling, we are spending a lot of time with family, as we should, with friends, as we should. So the next novella is called Christmas Eve on Haunted Hill by Brian Smith. 10 years ago on Christmas Eve, this guy rented a Santa suit and killed 15 members of his family with an axe. Great. And there was just one survivor, and that was his son. So now 10 years later, the son that survived decides to go back to this house to kind of find closure and kind of leave that chapter of his life behind. This is one that I'm gonna try to get for my Kindle and take with me on my holidays, because I can always use a good horror novella. Next we have a horror story actually about a like Christmas tree ornament. Sounds fantastic, and it's called The Christmas Bell by L.A. Detweiler. Our main character is 26 and she goes to spend Christmas with her mother and grandmother, and she decides to go to the attic to find, you know, all that nice Christmas decoration. But she finds this Christmas bell in the attic that used to belong to her grandmother, and this is where things are gonna go downhill. She puts the bell on the tree, and then the grandmother starts to say terrifying things, and like I said, things start to get a little bit out of control. And as always, I like to recommend as many short horror stories as I can on my videos, because I know not everybody has the same amount of free time to read. So these are The 12 Terrors of Christmas by Claudette Melson. So these are 11 new short horror stories by the author, who is also an award winner. So if you have not read these ones, it might be the time. And I do feel like seasonal things like Christmas and stuff like that, they work so well for short horror stories for some reason. They tend to be so good. Yeah, so I would recommend you guys to pick this one up. And since my birds are really chatty today, I'm gonna end it here. These were my 10 Christmas horror book recommendations. I hope that you found something here that you would like to try, something that you've never heard of before. As always, also please, let's help each other. Let's put all of our Christmas horror recommendations in the comments down below so we find more Christmas horror recommendations. I'm always looking for some. Yeah, let me know, you guys, what is your favorite thing to do this Christmas? Let me know in the comments. For me, it's just spending time with my parents, because I don't see them as often as I would love to, since they live in Spain and I live in the Netherlands. So my favorite thing is just eating and spending time with my parents, eating my mom's food, my dad's food. My dad also cooks, which is great because they both feed me. So that's my favorite thing, to be honest, just to be with my parents and have good meals and just chill. Alright guys, so I hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much as always for all your support, and I hope to see you all in the next coffee time. Bye!